news going down here. Jonas Valanciunas traded to the New Orleans Pelicans for Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe and 3 picks. So right here, this is a big haul, obviously, for the Memphis Grizzlies in this deal. And Valanciunas, he was a good fantasy player and obviously real-life player this past season in the 2021 season here for the Memphis Grizzlies. But now they move on here. And this Pelican team, they're trying to contend and take the next step next season, even though there's been rumors over the last few weeks of Zion Williamson not being happy and possibly demanding a trade as the offseason starts here Thursday with the NBA draft coming up. But right here, it's a good haul, like I mentioned, for the Grizzlies here. And Valanciunas last season, 17.1 points a game, 12.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.9 blocks a game, 73% from the foul line, and 59% from the field. So the last 2 seasons now, he's averaged a double-double, and he could only get better from here, I think, Valanciunas. And I think he'll fit this Pelican team pretty good. He don't need the ball a lot to score. And for fantasy basketball, I think the only down thing for Valanciunas will be that his scoring goes down, but everything else should stay the same or even get better. I could see him again averaging 12.5 rebounds a game, also having 2.5 assists a game maybe, but the scoring will go down, like I mentioned, with Zion Williamson there, Brandon Ingram, and possibly Lonzo Ball staying with this team if you don't leave here in the offseason. But I like the landing spot, and it's definitely an ideal landing spot. And Valanciunas, he should be probably a 3rd or 4th rounder in drafts coming up in October or November, depending when the season will start. Once again here, Eric Bledsoe, the other piece in the deal, going obviously from the Pelicans all the way to the Grizzlies. He's most likely going to be bought out or released, obviously, or even traded as Bledsoe. The reports are coming out, but Bledsoe, he was a pretty good player, and now he's bounced around over the last few seasons in between teams. So on the season for Bledsoe, 12.2 points a game, 3.4 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.7 threes a game for Bledsoe. 68% from the foul line and 42% from the field. So Bledsoe was a little bit of a down year last season in New Orleans. And they had a lot of backcourt guys, obviously, and a lot of ball handlers and big-time scorers. So right now, if he don't end up with Memphis, where it looks like he's not going to be, we'll see where he lands. But he has to land in an ideal spot, obviously, to have a good impact in real life and obviously fantasy impact. But Eric Bledsoe's a pro. Obviously, he's going to hook on with another team quickly, in my opinion here. And it's going to be another great offseason where free agents could start signing August 2nd. So in the next week and a half, things are really going to pick up. And we're going to see a lot of guys once again this offseason, like we do every offseason, switch teams. And Eric Bledsoe will be on a different team besides the Grizzlies once again here. And the next guy is Steven Adams, who didn't have a great of a year with the Pelicans, getting traded for the 2nd time in as many years. So last season with the Pelicans, only 7.6 points a game, 8.9 rebounds, 2 assists a game, 0.9 steals, 0.7 blocks a game, 44% from the foul line, but still a great 61% from the field, which is amongst the league leaders in the NBA in the past season. But Adams, he's a good glue guy. And over there in Memphis, we'll see what he does here. A lot of young guys on the team, obviously. And now the leader of the team will definitely be Ja Morant. And Adams, I think he could fit in better. Obviously, him and the Zion pairing just didn't work out last season. And that could be trouble for Valanciunas, but I think Valanciunas, obviously, is more of a talented offensive player than Adams. But Adams here, maybe the change of scenery will help him and his numbers go up, because his last season in OKC before he got traded to the Pelicans last year, 11 points a game, 9.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 58% from the foul line, and 59% from the field. So right here, he'll stay in the Western Conference, obviously, and he's familiar for playing in the league so long already as Adams with all these teams and what they're going to do. And I think he'll have more of an offensive role here with the Grizzlies this season, and I think it's a better landing spot for fantasy purposes for Adams than it was last season with the Pelicans. So right here, big trade going down, the first of many most likely in the next couple weeks here, as the NBA offseason is going to start with the draft Thursday, and then obviously free agency August 2nd on next Tuesday. So right here, good deal. And we're going to see many more and how it impacts fantasy basketball and these teams in the upcoming 21-22 NBA season.